Alright YouTube, it's been a minute. I haven't posted much. Can I turn around? Yep, alright, there you go. I am working on the Mazda today, and I don't know, I was hesitant about putting this out here. I'm not just making a video because it's like a super straightforward job, but I figured, you know, what the heck. Hodge Garage is supposed to be making YouTube videos, so here we are making a YouTube video. I wanted you to look inside of here. I already pulled the wheel off and everything. One way or another, I needed to check brakes. Those are getting pretty low. And getting a little bit of uneven wear in the rotor. So there's probably a brake job in the near future. But I need to get a couple new rotors. I don't have the means to turn a rotor, so we just order new ones. Although I've seen some research out there that says you should probably do that anyway because of like thicknesses and whatnot. Anywho, doesn't matter. Back here is what we're actually working on today, which is the sway bar link. Now, this car, since I have had it, has had a clunking noise. And some of you all out there, you probably have your own clunking front end stories for fixes you've done. And I would love to hear it. If you have a Mazda Protege, this is an 03 or something similar to this, and you're getting a clunking noise out of it all the time, let me know if you specifically fixed it with one method or the other. I'm like super trying to avoid that CV joint. Not gonna lie. I'd rather not got some easy stuff first. I know ball joints are good because I had an alignment done, and that would have shown up in tie rod, ball joint, all that stuff. They would have found that then, which is usually when I know to change them. And I mean, really, if you look at it, it's pretty solid on there. This is also pretty solid, but what I'm noticing isn't necessarily coming from the sway bar link itself. Let me see if I can get this in here. It's actually coming from back here, and the bushing is getting a lot of movement. All right, there should be some movement in there. So I looked at it. The bushing looks okay. I didn't notice anything crazy about it. I'm not noticing anything crazy about the movement in this either. But I ordered the parts, and so I'm going to go ahead and change them. One thing too on this, these are fairly new. Shocks and struts are, I don't know, it's got to be less than 50,000 miles on them. So got that going for us. The only other thing that I haven't checked, I haven't really noticed anything. I'm not going to put this in neutral, but is those bearings inside of there, front wheel bearing. I don't hear anything that would tell me front wheel bearing's going bad. I think the clunking has got to be coming from the CV or the sway bar link. But honestly, it really hasn't been, like, I haven't noticed anything crazy. Even the steering's still pretty tight, which is usually an indication that these need to be changed, as the steering will get super loose. I've changed them on my truck before, on the Silverado that I usually post about, and I've changed them on a Blazer as well. I don't know that I made a video on the Blazer though. It's my sister-in-law's. But anywho, this is what we're gonna do today, and as you can see, we got a couple nuts that got to come off here, and I got the parts from Rock Auto sitting on the other side. So sit tight, and we'll do some camera magic here, and I'll do some stuff, and then we'll get back to it. All right, looks like we've got ourselves a 15 mil. And here's the new part down here. This ain't pretty cool. Look, we're gonna get a chrome look. Yeah, all right. That's definitely how you know it's high performance. So this thing might as well have a turbo on it with sway bar links like that guy. We're gonna get this zipped off here and then down to the bottom. Okay, so you got two bolts holding it on there. And I guess we can do a little action shot here. Let's see. Yep, resting on there pretty good. So we're gonna figure out an alternate method. We'll probably get some, well, I don't know, maybe, I don't really want to have to put a cheater bar on there, but we'll see what happens. Maybe a little PB blaster, and be good as gold. Okay, so on this one, yeah, well, I pulled out the big guns. So I just needed to break it loose. That was the biggest thing. Once it got going, of course, it got to the end. I did put some PP blaster on it too. Once you get here to this point, the whole stud wants to spin. So there's an Allen spot here. Now on this one, it is a 5mm Allen. And you put your wrench on there and you stick this guy in there, and then basically you hold on to this, keep it from turning while you wrench on the other side. So clearly this is a two-handed job, so I can't like demonstrate it, but hold the Allen with one hand, hold this with the other. You can see they're both spinning right now, but that's how it works. So that's how you can get them out. The bottom one's going to be not fun, but we'll figure it out. It is what it is. Might get on the whole creeper and get down underneath there. And yep. Anyway, I'm going to get at this, get that removed, and then move on to the bottom one. Just catch everybody up real quick. So, got that off of there. I will say, if you're going to do this, and yours are set up like this, really for any vehicle, even these new ones, they still have the Allen inside of there. My advice to you all would be to use T-handles, just like I had, because what you can do with those, find it, is when you got your wrench on there and you're driving it, this T-handle part here, I basically was resting up against here. So as I cranked on this guy, this one wanted to travel this direction, and it kept that stud from spinning for me. So with that being said, this is how I would recommend doing it. If you don't have the ability to use T-handles like this, which I get, I happen to have a set, and of course, yeah, it's not like they're the most expensive set in the world, but you may be able to brace a smaller little L-shaped one off of here. Now, the other thing that has to be done in order to get these off and reinstalled, you notice the floor jack is now under the lower control arm. Yep. So you want to jack this up, because otherwise, I guess I can show you what that looks like. If we bring this, well, whoa, there we go. Yeah, so it's like locked in there, and it doesn't want to come out now. So, get underneath that lower control arm, and you start cranking it. Eventually, yep, there it is. Kind of straighten out for you. Bingo, bango. All right, nice and easy, just like that. You go a little too far, it wants to do that number, but you can get it out. Anyway, so when you go to reinstall, that's also what you're going to have to do is get this underneath there. Now I'm on to this guy down here, and it's going to be removed the exact same way. So, yeah, this ought to be fun. But I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll catch you back up once we're ready to install the new ones. All right, well, there you have it, YouTube. That sway bar link is out, and it's time to put the new one on. And that will literally just get bolted right back into place. I'm kind of in a bad spot here. Going down on my, sitting on my creeper, but anywho, yeah, I'm right back into those original holes and tying her down. That's pretty much it. So I hope this video helps somebody. I'm not 100% that this was a bad sway bar link, to be honest. You know, a lot of times you're gonna get play in this like ball joint thing here, and this, I mean, doesn't have a whole lot of play in it. So it seems like it's probably still good. The paint on it is still really good, considering everything else down here is starting to turn orange from rust. I'll be honest, I really like this car, but you know, it just not the best when it comes to rust. And I can go around this thing and find you other bits and pieces of it. Probably going to try to get a couple new body clips on here. Hold this in place just so it doesn't, I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe it's not even worth it. I don't know. But yeah, you know. So if this video helped, let me know in the comments. And if you got a clunking sound coming from your front end, of course, let me know what you did to fix it. Thanks for watching. If this video helped, please like and subscribe. That lets me know to keep making videos about this car and stuff. So I'm not sitting here like, well, maybe people will watch it, maybe they won't. If you like and subscribe because of the video, especially the like, then it lets me know to keep making these. So if there's something on this you want to see, let me know. I mean, I'm probably not going to do shocks and struts considering they're pretty much brand new. But if you want to see brakes, let me know you want to see a brake job done on it. I don't know. All right, and I'll get some of that stuff going for you all this summer. Thanks for watching. You guys are great.